So first I'd like to apologize for two things. Number one, the audio quality. This camera was not microphone shielded, so naturally there's a lot of wind noise. Also, for the video quality. Although this is a 1080p camera, I don't know, maybe I've just gotten too used to 4K. But to me, video quality is insufficient. All of these crabs have one giant claw and the other one is tiny. Why is that? Did you notice all those crabs have one giant claw and the other one is tiny? That is strange. These are called hermit crabs. That's what we call them. I don't know what they're called in other places. They call them hermit crabs.
Ooh-wee, boss, I sure is glad you turned that down. There was just too much wind noise on that. There ain't no way a viewer can listen to that. That's just too much wind noise, boss. Yes. Yes, indeed, Rufus. Thank you for telling me that. As if I didn't notice. Oh, yeah. I know you knew, boss. I know you knew. I can see it, boss. I can see that you knew, 'cause you be smart. Yes, indeed, Rufus. I am smart. Sure is, boss. You sure is.
Oyate, aho, oyashin, Wichasha Oyashin Washteshte. Washteshte. This is some waterway, inlet on the either the north side or the west side of Cape San Blas, place which has known activity. Thought I'd go out here today, take a little look-see. Obviously not expecting to find anything, but just to look at an area where others have seen anomalies, shall we say. Anomalies. I saw a bald eagle here the other day. It was quite amazing. Sitting there perched atop one of those dead trees, looking mighty healthy. Yes, indeed. Oyashin Wichasha. And now here we is in a remote area of the Apalachicola National Forest, where if you don't like biting flies, well, you're not going to enjoy your stay. Wasteshte, ahu. As you can tell, there is a nearby highway, but frequently traveled, maybe one car every 2 minutes, sometimes one car every 10 minutes, depends on the time of the day. Wasteshte. Occasionally a big truck, usually a truck full of oysters, headed off to whatever destinations. My fine feathered friend. If you see an occasional jerk in the camera motion, it is because I am desperately trying to fight off painful bites from flying insects, biting flies, other winged tormentors. Tormentors from the netherworld. Tormentors from another dimension. Ayate. Ayate wichasha. Oyashi. Niesh niela wichasha. Niesh niela. Ashte. Oyashi wichasha. Oyate. I sure as shit won't be walking down into those woods to conduct my little investigation. Close as we are to this body of water, I'm sure there are some ferocious gators down in there. This is nothing but forest, practically jungle for miles in any direction. Headed to the north there, miles and miles and miles and miles. But we have this one little spot here, some sort of bird watching post. Boy, bugs out here are ridiculous. Got this one spot here where you can come out and fish or commune with nature, maybe spot a gator or two, as I did a while ago. I'm gonna go over here, give a couple more whoops, and maybe put the drone up in the air. Those drone videos are forthcoming, by the way. That gator's still perusing the surface here. Might be able to get a good zoom in on him with this camera. That GoPro, you can't do any zooming with it, but this little handheld Panasonic has quite the zoom capability. Here comes another car. I think that's him right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there he is. I see you, boy. I think hold this camera steady. There we go. There he is. Ow! Man, these freaking bugs biting. My goodness. Well, that's what happens when a biting fly lands between your sunglasses and your eyeball and stings you on the eyelid. It really wakes you up. Yes. Alright, there he is. I see you. You are up to no good. For sure. Alright. No cars coming. Let's give this another day in court. Okay, so at this point, I heard a response. I just don't know what it was. I don't know if it was some kind of fucking bird or dogs or what, but I heard something. Maybe something, maybe not. Hear that? It was quite distant, but it was something too hard to tell if it was a dog or... I hear a boat somewhere. There could be people out here doing various things with dogs with them, I suppose. But like I say, last year when we were out here, that was just unmistakable Ohio howling type noise reverberating through this area. Nothing really going on today. This is Saturday, May 11th, 2024. Ow! Oh, these biting flies. My goodness. Painful. Whoop! Well, like I say, at least we're not totally without company. We do have Mr. Gator over there hanging out, waiting for a nice meal to come along, I suppose. I watched him a while ago swim from under this bridge to that little spot right there where he's at now. And now he's just parked there. I wonder if he's floating on top of the water or if he's standing on a bottom there, a shallow bottom. I don't know. Anyway, semi-interesting. Boy, that was a loud truck. That looks like a good spot for some activity right over there. The morning sun shining on that little cove over there. Good place to snatch up a fish or maybe even a gator for a hungry skunk ape looking for some breakfast meat.
Folks, you wouldn't even believe what it was like standing outside that day with all them biting flies and shit, motherfucker. It was crazy. You couldn't hardly even stand outside for more than 10 seconds.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Boss, this here look like one of the most skunk-apiest places I done ever had seen. Yes, sir. I ain't never seen no more skunk-apier place than this, boss.
Yes, Rufus, I'll be sure to log that in my diary. This sign says Great Florida Birding Trail, which is where I'm parked. I didn't see any trail over there. All I see is that dock right there. I looked around. I didn't see any trail.
Oh, you want to talk about some skunk ape territory? Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I know a place. You won't see a skunk ape. This be it. But will you see it? Or will you not see it? See, it's gonna be there. question is, you gonna see it? Or is you ain't gonna see it? You might wanna run off and think about that.
Sir, I have every reason to believe this is an interdimensional creature.
Oh, you can believe anything you want, player. Nah, son, you believe anything you want.
Hellish looking little swamp back in there. The moral of the story: when trekking through Florida, don't let the devil take your soul, because he most certainly will try, and your greatest defenses will be inferior, and you will know loss, and you will know emptiness, and it shall travel with you forever and ever, and you will never leave its grasp, because it has power over you, a power you'll never understand, and your attempts to rationalize it will eventually drive you insane. Leaving Tate's hell. Yes. Yes, indeed.